Correct. And all
That's
of those
unfair.
fines are $844.
Oh, okay. So in total, it's $844.
No, each. Oh, I'm on the hook for $2,500. I wish. Gosh. Can someone start a generational AI company or something in Australia, please? Please.
Welcome back to Critical Banter, the podcast that brings a Friday drinks chat to you. This week's episode, we are continuing the World Cup theme, but we realize, maybe the past few segments have been for the people that know about the World Cup. So now we're doing a World Cup advice. So if you don't know what's going on in the World Cup, if you need a team, we got a segment for you. But before that, throughout the week, we got me and Miguel, we have Senny and Ro.
G'day. So boys, last week I was absent from the podcast. I was actually up in the Central Coast, I should say. It was Cindy's birthday, so we were just going Airbnb there with her family. But I was driving on the way there, and it was a long weekend. And so I'm driving, and I think I'm in Woy Woy at the time. Beautiful, beautiful town of Woy Woy, actually. And I hear like police sirens behind me. Wee, wee, wee.
I could have visualized the sound effect without. Visualize. I could see it and hear it.
And so
taste it even.
I reckon, like, I'm seeing the car behind me. I'm looking at his mirror. I'm like looking at the hooligan behind me. That guy pulls over. The cop does not pull over. And then I'm thinking, is this me? What have I done in this situation? At first, I was looking at my speedometer, right? Because it's a long weekend and it was a 60 speed zone. And I'm going like
60? Wait, so this wasn't on the freeway?
No. This was in Woy Woy.
In the beautiful town of Woy Woy.
Like I said, please listen, Sen. Get off your phone, brother. Then I look at my speedometer. It's like 50. And I'm like, is he getting me for being too slow? Like, is that what I'm getting pinged for?
Right.
So then he pulls me over and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I didn't think I did anything wrong. So it's probably just like a random breath test, like just check up. He's like, oh, have you had anything to drink? I'm like, mate.
Just had a bottle of tequila.
Not yet, but I'm about to be.
And I'm on coke.
And he does the breath test. He's like, do you know why I pulled you over today? I'm like, hey, when they ask this question.
Did you pull the race card?
It's just a leading question. And I said, no, mate, I actually have no idea why you've pulled me over. And then he's like, oh, it's because you're
brown
and
indigenous.
Exactly. But he said
gay.
It's because your registration's expired.
In what chance has he had to run that?
I think they're constantly scanning.
I think they're constantly scanning, but which car were you driving?
I was driving my quote unquote new car that I bought.
The one outside?
Yeah.
The one that's been through my car.
One?
Yes, that one.
That's the one. So
how's that out of rego?
So what's happened?
Just bought it.
No, but I bought it with a certain amount of rego still on it.
Oh.
So you haven't renewed it?
I have not renewed it.
But did you know it expired?
Yeah, were you aware of this?
Of course not. If I knew it was expired, I would have registered my car.
But didn't you get a letter?
Oh, the letter's going to the original owner.
I have no idea where the letters are.
So
I didn't get any emails, didn't get any letters, no nothing.
Is this car under your name?
Yeah, have you changed it to your name?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So where do your letters go?
So where's the letter?
Maybe to my family home, but
hey, mate.
So you're throwing them under.
That's a void, mate. That's God knows that's where that is.
Throwing them under the bus. Haven't passed you on the letters.
But
honestly, that's a fair one.
Yeah,
in his family.
Oh, they're going to open up all the letters in here. Nah, look. I've had a long running stance that if the letter's important enough to find me, it will find me, like in some way, shape, or form. But this is
not one of those scenarios.
This is a massive blunder on my part because the car's unregistered.
Mate, that's bad. Big daddy fine, isn't it?
So the unregistered car is $844, right?
Oh.
But then they give you 2 more infringements on top of that.
What for?
One is for driving an uninsured car.
Isn't that the original?
Come on, that's one.
So what's technically the original one? Not registered.
Yeah, but
that's hand in hand because you have to have a green slip to be registered. So I mean, I feel like that's unfair.
And then the third one is not paying road tax, which is also a component. I don't know. He just said road tax. I can read the infringement out now. I got the email last night.
Is that something that you pay automatically as part of rego?
Yes.
So they've slammed you really 3 times for one thing.
Correct. And all
That's
of those
unfair.
fines are $844.
Oh, okay. So in total, it's $844.
No, each. Oh, I'm on the hook for $2,500.
I don't know how you're so jovial about this, bro.
Dude, honestly,
I'd be fuming.
Why I'm fuming is because of
slept, mate.
what has Sen said. Like, one infringement gets you all these 3 things, and they slap 3 infringements on you.
not to mention, you still have to pay the rego and the green slip on top, which is probably another grand.
Another grand, yeah.
So really, you're $3,500 in the hole. Any demerit points?
No demerit points.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because it was double demerits as well that weekend.
Mate, I was worried it was double demerits, which means double fines.
Nah,
Nah, so not the case. So let me give you the offense for number one.
Jesus.
Use registrable Class A motor vehicle on road. So that's the normal one.
Did you try and plead your case?
Mate, I'll tell you what happened after that. So the second was owner uses vehicle on road related area with the tax unpaid. So that's the road tax.
What the fuck is road tax?
Mate,
I pay enough tax as it is.
Anyway, so I've been stung with $2,500. Anyway, I was kind of trying to plead my case, but in reality, I was like, well,
heavily in the
your
wrong,
fault.
technically.
I'm heavily in the wrong.
So when was your car rego due?
It was due in April.
That's not great, right?
Yeah, so like end of
The
April.
letter should have found you.
So I was
Absolutely. Wait, so you're lucky you haven't been pinged
Mate,
much earlier.
I am lucky.
Holy shit.
Not only am I lucky not being pinged, I was honestly grateful to pay the $2,500 because I'm like, if I hit someone,
got into an accident,
yeah, that would have literally ruined my life.
You're fucked. Yeah.
So like $2,500 in the grand scheme of things, mate, I'll pay that with my head held high. But anyways, the guy came around and he was like, all right, we were in the back doing like ChatGPT, like what are we getting stung with, right? I just thought it was one offense, $850. I also thought it was demerit points, no dramas, right? Then Selena, my sister-in-law in the back, she's like, oh, you're probably getting pinged for two things, this and that. She didn't know about the road tax. I'm like, oh, it's a bit annoying, whatever. Then he comes back with 3 and I'm like, all right, whatever, brother. And then Cindy starts talking on the side. She's like, oh, like we just got married. Like, you know, we recently bought the car. The address has changed. And then when he said that, the guy's ears perk up. He's like, oh, so you haven't changed your address, have you? That's also an offense. I'm like, stop talking, please. I can't get stung with another fine.
How is that a fine though?
Apparently, if you don't change your address within 14 days or something, that's also an offense.
It's a nanny state.
Right, so this guy is now yabbering away about how that's an offense. I'm sitting here like...
He's licking his lips, man. The revenue he could raise right now. What else? What else?
He hit his monthly KPI with one person. His family's eating good tonight.
Anyway, so this is my plea to come out. I'm going to start a GoFundMe. I'm going to ask for some tips because wowee.
No, can't you? Surely you can appeal this in terms of consolidating into one, please.
Yeah, like how you got.
Yeah, I got stung for parking.
But it was really the one offense that they got you 3 times.
Remember that?
I do remember that. Can you send me your template? Because I would love.
I'll send you my ChatGPT chat if you really.
Send me the prompt.
Yeah, so surely it's just one. So if I did one, obviously I'm going to do the others. Like.
Yeah,
you can't double dip me.
And then I was like, you know what? I was actually like, yeah, I'll be fine because you know I haven't had a demerit point loss for like the last 5 years, whatever, clean driving record. And then you look down at like things that gives you leniency for, and it's like you know speeding and stuff like that. But if you do this unregistered thing, they're like, no leniency. So I will put in an appeal.
Then you put your hand up. Yeah, I did. You know, didn't register my car.
Yeah,
but come on, 3.
Also, you know, I just
wait. What have you registered yet?
Yeah, as in like the guy basically said
you have to register right now.
I was gonna say there's no way he just let you go, right?
No. He said he pulled me over, made me park. He's like, you register now. You can do it online, no dramas. But if I catch you, if you don't do it and if it's not reflecting your app,
you'll
get stung again for the same 3. So
you're lucky your car's new as well. You didn't have to go get pink slip.
Yeah.
That would have been an added pain in the ass.
And
plus another fine as well.
He told me if I was if I had left it for 2 more weeks, he would have taken my plates and like the license and everything.
Yeah, fair enough. It was fucking June. You were 2 months over. I think you had every right then and there to just confiscate the car.
Compound you, bro.
So
turn your car into a cube.
All in all, not the Corolla. All in all, just right. One of the most expensive long weekends for literally no reason.
So what's the lesson?
Well, I don't know.
Did you end up finding the letter? I would have gone home and looked for the letter immediately.
I didn't. What's the point?
No, because then you could genuinely pull the I didn't get the letter card.
All right, I looked for it. I couldn't find it.
You actually didn't?
As in, like,
how's bro gonna know that he looked or not? You know,
my parents went and dropped usually what they do actually, to be fair to them, is like they put the letters on my desk, and I look and see, and most of them are like share, you know.
Every week you're getting a beta shares, bro. That's fodder, bro. I don't even open those at this point.
So every
sure you don't go online and just change that to give me emails instead.
I thought I did, but for some of my shares,
sometimes get it.
I still get it. Usually I don't. But anyways.
I don't even know I bought 1 VAS, bro. Leave me alone.
So those get chucked in the bin immediately. Maybe I chucked out the other one. I don't know. But look, all in all, just have a look at your registration. And now what
Fair
I'm
enough,
worried
it's
about.
a new car that maybe you didn't know the registration. Like me and you, like we've had our cars for a while, so I know when my rego's due. Like I get that sense in my gooch. All right, I know I need to drop $1,000 on my car.
Yeah, I just,
Rego is actually the biggest fucking scam though. Like, why do I need to pay every year to keep my car on the road?
yeah. Well,
Like, what? Like someone, like what am I actually paying to rego? Like someone riddle me this.
I can't.
What
Look,
am I actually paying for?
I can't help you, Sen. I'm 3.5 grand in the hole right now.
Surely you're not paying the fine yet.
I haven't paid the fine.
You wait until the last day, you appeal it, and then that resets the counter, and then you do a second appeal if you can in like 2 or 3 months' time.
But the thing is, the problem with
Delay justice as far as possible.
the problem with this thing is, I don't know how you did it because it's 3 different infringements. So do you have to like when you appeal it?
3 different appeals.
Is that what it is?
No, I did the same appeal. You just,
Consult.
reference the other tickets.
Right. Yeah.
Right, just put it all into Claude. It'll do it for you.
Anyways,
Previous
But
job
yeah,
number,
that
you put
is-
that in.
That is honking behavior. from-
appeal.
Just off the back of that, I don't know if I said it on the pod, but when we went to Canberra in December,
I think we did reference it, but yeah,
I
did you end
got
up paying it?
I got stung. Me and Glade, friend of the show, same road. We didn't know it was 50. We were doing 55 or some shit. Got stung. And then we both obviously we did the send method. We both appealed in Jan, Feb. Haven't heard back since. Heard back yesterday.
Oh, you actually did.
I got a letter in the mail yesterday.
Here we go.
From bloody Access, whatever, Canberra. Pay up, mate.
That's
no
fine.
bingo.
It's now 13th of June, and the offense probably happened on the 12th of December. So it's gone 6 months. That's pretty good.
I think I've got one more month to pay. So
You delayed it 7 months. That's not bad.
there we go. But
How much is it again?
it was so long that I thought, me and Glade were thinking, they must have forgot about it.
Did he also get the?
He would have, because it's all at the same timeline. So maybe
What's the speeding fine?
the dollar amount.
Yeah.
Bro, I haven't opened the letter.
So you actually
I just
don't know
saw it was
what you're
from
on the hook
freaking
for.
Canberra. It was the same one as before.
Hmm.
I don't remember. Again, it was in December, bro. I don't remember what was on the letter, but it finally came in the mail, and that was not a great time.
Commiserations, Migs. Me and you are in the same boat, but I will be delaying it as much as I can. $1 today
As
is
you
worth
should.
$1 tomorrow.
Drive safe, guys.
No, just, what's the message? Just check your rego. If you haven't checked your rego, mate, this is a warning. But again, like I said, I'm actually.
This is a very unique problem to you, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yes.
Does everyone remember how to do this? Like with my old
Or
car,
we
no
check our
dramas.
mail that we get that tells us when to pay. Also, they send it to you like 6 weeks before, like a month before it's due.
I think
Oh, when
Rose
did
saw
you-
this
When
envelope.
did you buy the car?
In October, maybe.
All right, never mind. Then I can't defend you.
Why?
No. I was going to say maybe you bought it, but in that 1 month beforehand,
Right,
where you
no,
might
no,
have
no.
not got the mail in time.
I think the letter came with a bunch of computer shares and Rose chucked them at the same time.
I'll let it be said. I looked far and wide for on the record.
Because at the tip, bro. It's not in your house anymore.
All right. Next up, we have a message from Jack. Mate, Jack.
Oh, the hectics will know Jack.
If you don't know Jack, he actually first wrote in maybe like 5 years ago,
One of the OGs.
and it was an X-ray
this?
of him swallowing a bottle cap.
That's right.
And he had a bottle cap inside of him. And I forgot what the story was. He was playing beer pong or some nonsense like that. But anyways, Jack's coming again with another absolute banger. So he writes, "Evening, gents. Firstly, just wanted to say that there was a suspicious amount of school knowledge in your most recent app. Might need to check some registers."
I wasn't on that episode, putting
Nah,
my
it
hand
was a
up.
selective school one, I think.
I wasn't there.
All right. I wanted to get your feelings on the concept of redundancy 1v1s.
What?
ISO.
So in the past year, I moved to Norway, the land of employee protection, leading to some weird scenarios. My company just went through a round of redundancies where our tech team went from 42 to 11, a pretty hefty chunk. Over there, they announced there will be layoffs, and then there's a few weeks of uncertainty where they release how they will make selections, education, experience, and once they make that decision, every employee gets invited to a HR meeting where in it, they either say, you have a job in the new organization or you do not. This is where it gets interesting. They show you the org chart. And if you're not selected, you are allowed to 1v1 people for their position, saying, I believe that I'm more qualified than this person and can do the job better than that person. Both retained and redundant colleagues then have a separate meeting where they present their case to do that job, and the winner gets to keep that job. Would you 1v1 a colleague and potential friend knowing that you would make them redundant? Luckily, I was safe and wasn't challenged, but office beef is currently maxing with some positions. I feel like some of you would have some stronger feelings as all product managers got let go in favor of product engineers taking full end-to-end responsibility. Is a product manager better than product engineer with access to Claude, or is an engineer better at learning products? Jack.
I'll defer those last couple of questions to you guys who know better. But that 1v1 is fucking hilarious.
That is so funny.
It's so toxic, man.
No, so the first part of this is like they announce, hey, we're going to have some redundancies. And so for like maybe like 2 to 3 weeks, you're probably just shivering in your boots. Like, do I have a job?
No, I'm on Seek and LinkedIn looking for new jobs ASAP.
and then you get made redundant, and then you look at the new org chart.
That's crazy. You pick your opponent.
And you go, mate, me versus Bill. How did he get the job ahead of me?
Trial by combat. That's crazy.
Because all it takes is
imagine if you're like the weakest rung and everyone has.
No, that's what I mean.
It's like 8v1.
If there's this hidden like agenda against someone, fucking Sandy's a useless person, bro.
Yeah.
We're all gunning for his job, bro.
That is
He's
true.
got 1v1 all of us. What the hell?
It's just gun game, bro, in Rust. It's just 1v1 me, mate.
So what happens if let's say there's Jerry, right? And you 1v1 him. I've 1v1 him, and then Migs 1v1s him. So is it then like you take Jerry's job because you went first, and then I 1v1
Yeah,
you?
it's King of the Hill, mate. You got to take me out there.
Last man standing.
It's last man standing. That's wild. Only in Scandinavia would they do this shit.
I don't hate
wouldn't
it.
fly in any other
Nah, it's not. It's no. What do you mean?
Look, I don't hate it. Okay, from a company morale perspective,
It's horrible. You're tanking your company.
one of the
bro.
worst decisions of all time. However, for an individual, I think
Yeah, prove your worth.
prove your worth. Mate, Norway's got it right. They're for the people. Imagine you lose your job unfairly and you see, clown over here, Billy.
Dipshit, yeah.
He's kept his job. Of course you want to take it from him. Of course, maybe you don't want to stay long after that.
But who are you? I assume you're pleading your case to a third party. It's not just you and another bloke in a room going hammer and tong. There's probably like a tribunal or something where you should have gone row.
HR manager.
Yeah, some HR manager. So Jack unfortunately evaded that.
Well, he evaded that and no one 1v1'd him. So he seems to be
Good at his
in
job
the
there.
clear. Yeah. But question, he asked, would you...
If I was going out though, like if you told me I was losing my job, what am I going to lose? Of course I'm going to challenge someone. Like it's a no-brainer, surely.
Unless the redundancy payout was like significant.
What you reckon?
Because some people love redundancy. Like they pray for it.
Yeah, but let's say you didn't care for the redundancy payment. You just wanted the job.
Yeah.
Or a job, really.
Yeah, I'll 1v1 the CEO
Yeah,
at that point.
exactly.
Come on.
Just for the love of the game. Why wouldn't you? That's crazy. No, but that can't. Jack's numbers don't seem right to me. There was 40 and 30 of them got let go. And he was one of the 11 and he didn't get challenged. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
It's not
people
adding
aren't
up to-
challenging. Maybe that's.
Because like really,
Maybe there's a penalty if you challenge and lose. Just get beheaded or something.
yeah, you lose your redundancy payout if you
Yeah.
challenge and lose.
That would be a dude. That's
That's interesting.
That's actually interesting now. Shit.
Well, like the coaches challenge in the NBA, you lose the challenge type vibe.
Yeah, you lose the
You
challenge.
can't just do it.
Nah, then in that case, I'm taking the payout and going. Just tail between my legs.
I honestly think I'm taking the payout. I probably won't be challenging, friend or foe.
Nah, if I get to challenge and still get to keep my payout, just for the love of the game.
No, but to be fair, realistically, if they're going from 42 to 11, was it?
13
Yeah.
or something.
13? They're getting rid of whole departments, bro. They're not just like
yeah.
keeping one. They're going from 5 product
Sorry,
managers
it is
to
11.
1.
It is
They're
11.
getting rid of all of them.
Yeah.
So now you're vying for a job that you probably have no point being near.
So would you?
You're vying for finance manager, probably.
Why not?
You're 1v1ing
For the vibes.
the head of the state, bro. No way.
So I think. So Sen, you're saying you're doing the 1v1 just for fun.
Yeah, if there's no recourse, if there's no like penalty for losing or whatever, why wouldn't you? Just for the love of it.
Oh, I think that you wouldn't even want to work at a company. Like if you did.
But let's say one of the
Vibes are
people,
so off.
one of the people that got to keep their job was one of your enemies or someone you didn't like. As if you wouldn't.
Or someone you know is just shit at their job.
Yeah.
Because how many times I reckon in a company you're like, oh, fuck, I could do fuck.
But you
HR
can't say
better
anything or
than
do
Bill,
anything.
bro.
But now
He's
you
useless.
now you literally can.
Are you doing it, Mix?
I don't know if I'd be bothered, man.
I guess
I've been cut. They're giving me money. I'll just wipe my hands clean and call it a day.
It depends on like how confident you
You're
are
not
of
curious?
getting another job.
Well, that probably, that's a large part of it.
Because if obviously if the job
And
market,
I think in Scandinavia, they're treating you well, unemployed. I reckon they're treating you very well, unemployed in Scandinavia.
I wonder what the pension is.
They might treat you better than employed, to be honest, knowing how it is over there.
Second question then is product engineers versus product managers. Mix, do you ever thought? Do you work with PMs at all?
Sorry, repeat that. Product manager.
So basically, they're getting rid of all the product managers, saying, nah,
What's a product engineer? The guy that makes a product.
it's just an engineer. So as a product manager, I'll be like, hey, we want to build these features. And then the engineers will go and build them.
I think if you have a product manager with great knowledge of Claude, the engineer can go. In my very also my dad's watching USA versus
I was going to say, who scored? Must be.
Paraguay
Who's
downstairs.
going for?
He's going for the love of the game, mate.
Because all I heard was goal. Is he a USA fan or a Paraguay?
He's a love of the sport fan. Probably Paraguay, to be honest. But
Well, that's good for Australia then.
USA scored 1-0.
Who was it? Pulisic?
His own goal. I also have.
Pulisic
Don't worry about
got
it. Don't worry
Two
about
or
it.
more shots yet?
Don't worry about it. On target offside. Anyways. I think product manager with hella that can vibe code, engineer's gone.
Sam, do you have an opinion on this?
Because really, the engineer's just doing what you're saying as a product manager.
Kind of, yeah.
They have no creative agency. It's just, yes, sir, I will build this new feature.
No, they do have creative
QA
agency.
it, please, sir.
They do have creative agency. And to be honest, like you're supposed to get the engineers involved so they can tell you what's feasible, what's not feasible. You are. You do. You do that.
All right.
But
to be fair, I get the point. It's easier for an engineer to learn how to manage
to figure out what to
than
build.
a manager learn the skill of coding, engineering.
No, because you can vibe code all you want, but it's not like it'll probably just have bugs in it and it'll just be bad. Like as a product manager, honestly, if you're a good engineer and you have good product sense, like you're probably far more valuable, in my opinion. But Sen, do you have a take on that?
I was looking up Norway's unemployment benefits, and let's say you got made redundant, you can actually earn up to 63% of your previous income from the government. But
For
if
1
you
year?
received so it's either up to 2 years if your previous income was higher, because it's capped at a certain amount. So if your previous income was higher than that amount, you can get it for 2 years. But if it was lower, it's one year because you're earning technically more. But if you got a redundancy payment, you actually can't. So let's say you got a 1 year payout, you actually can't get the unemployment benefits for a year. You'd have to live off that money, and then you can get either get a new job or you can get the unemployment
Yeah, but
benefits.
there's hella other public goods that can keep you.
Oh, actually, that's still pretty good.
That's really good.
Yeah,
Is it not?
I think it's pretty good.
Because let me try to think of what do they give you in Australia? They give you like 4 weeks pay plus like a week
What's
of every year you've been or something like that.
Well, I think it's up to the company's discretion.
Yeah. Okay. So like, for example, when Meta was doing all those layoffs, they gave them 16 weeks. So that's not
Like blanket, everyone got 16
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I mean,
if you
surely
were there
minimum 16.
for, yeah, I think it's minimum 16. Surely if you were
you're
there,
there
for a
for
couple
10
of years,
years,
yeah.
Of course, but if you're there for 2 years, you're also getting 16. If you're
Yeah,
there for 6
that's
months, you're
good.
also
That's
getting
really
16.
good. That's
Yeah.
very generous.
So I'm trying to work out the math of like whether 16 weeks of your full salary, 100% of your salary, is more than 63% of your salary for a year. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't know.
Either way, Norway's treating you pretty nicely.
Norway is
Exactly.
treating you pretty nicely.
That's
So-
why they're
But
probably
the
not
cost of
jaded that
living
they.
is also insane over there, so you have to probably take that.
Consider
into
that. Yeah,
account.
that's true. Jack, great, phenomenal question, mate. I do really think that maybe they bring that here and just see what happens. The chaos that ensues.
How about you start a company, bro? Get some employees.
Like
for the love of the game, lace them off.
Just for fun, just
Yeah.
for dance, ruin their livelihood.
Yeah, and see if they 1v1 each other.
Oh, but yeah, the vibes of the company after that is just so off. Like, how can you recover from
But then all you have in the company are the winners.
Yeah, I was gonna say the vibes.
You don't have the losers, bro. You have winners.
No, but then you just like, yeah, you've just dogged your mate and you're just like, so sad because your friend who was safe has just been kicked off the island. It's like, just not good vibes at all.
Yeah, but you're not 1v1ing someone that's actually a
No,
friend.
but someone
Yeah,
someone else might be. You know what I mean? Just redundancies in general vibes are off because like
That
you've
is
probably
true.
lost a bunch of your mates and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And I don't like the whole we're going to do redundancies. And then
Yeah.
you're left in limbo for like 2-3 weeks. Bro,
Nah.
just tell me at the point if I'm redundant or not.
Yeah.
Everything can be behind closed doors. I don't care.
Just send an email at 5 a.m. to all the people who've been made redundant. Say you've been made redundant. That's how you should do it. Respectfully.
No, my favorite is like at let's say 10 a.m. They do the meeting. Oh, we have redundancy, whatever. If you are impacted, you'll get an email the next hour.
No, man.
The next hour is hilarious.
Now, my place, they don't say that they're doing redundancy. You just get a tap on the shoulder one day.
Really?
They take you out the back and put 2 bullets.
Well, you get a meeting put in. You
get a
can bring
meeting
a
put in.
support person if
That's actually
required.
exactly what happens. They say come up to level whatever, and you can bring a person with you.
Then that's when you know.
That's when you know
And then did they announce the redundancies or no?
it's all silent.
So you just like one day
It's
you
like
go on
the
Slack.
Gestapo comes for you in the middle of the night. Yeah, that's how I discovered someone I knew got made redundant.
And
I
it's
went to
just
go message
grayed
him,
out.
and it was gone. I'm like, oh fuck.
Damn. You hate to see it. All right, speaking of tech, Sen, talk to me about SpaceX.
Yeah, did anyone participate in the IPO?
I didn't realize you could buy. It was $130 or something a share.
US dollars a share.
For a company that is valued at $1 trillion.
1.7 trillion US dollars, so about 2.5 trillion AUD, which makes Elon Musk now the world's first trillionaire.
I did see that part of it.
Because
that is ridiculous.
That's the nice
I'm
headline.
sorry, that is so ridiculous.
Are we going to do a little financial audit? Because I learned they're losing money hand over fist.
That's because they bought XAI last year, which is why they lost a lot of money last year. That being said, they also just don't make money full stop. Like if you read some of their, like in their prospectus for the IPO, like where they're going to make money or some of the like big things that they're going to do over the next 5, 10, 20 years. It's like building data centers in space, which I think we spoke about on the pod. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we did.
Pod? Yeah. And then the other one was building a colony in Mars for 1 million people.
That's actually one of
And then within their own prospectus for both those things, they said both of these are hypothetical and may not happen.
Okay.
So they've caveated themselves that a lot of this is bullshit.
I heard they pulled like some massive strings to get IPO approval. Even that of themselves.
It was more the listing rules. So like to get in the index, like NASDAQ, for example, they make you wait either 3 to 12 months and then you get included in the index and then ETFs buy you and whatnot. They changed the rules for these guys so that within 15 days they can get added to the index.
Mate,
so within 2 weeks' time, we're all going to have exposure to SpaceX via either our super or if you have the NASDAQ ETF, in which I have both. So how good. I'm going to have double exposure to him. But fuck, it's ridiculous. And then I think one of the other ones was like Goldman Sachs was saying like their AI revenue is going to go up 100%. No, 100 times in the next by 2030. So they said they're going to make $300 billion in revenue from Grok. Have you used Grok?
No,
Grok on.
Paid on Twitter.
It's paid, not even free.
Oh, I don't know. Let me have a quick. I've never used it. There's like a big button in the middle for Grok.
All I've seen for Grok is I'm on like football Twitter.
Yeah.
Have you seen these? They'll put 4 photos of like midfielders and it's like Grok, pick out the worst midfielder. Like take him out of the photo. That's what people are paying to do, bro. It's crazy.
So SpaceX made $18.67 billion or so last year.
Yeah.
And they're being valued at 1.7 trillion. Isn't that not a ridiculous multiple?
What is that? It's like 200%. Let me
that feels like it's way more than 200%, isn't it?
Hang on, I had the number earlier. Yeah, they're trading at roughly 100 times revenue, whereas Nvidia is 25 times, Microsoft 15 times, Amazon 4 times. So it's massively overvalued.
So if you were to give financial advice, which you're not.
Which I'm not.
Which you're not.
I would never do.
And I would never do.
No, of course not. This could be a no buy from you potentially.
It seems like a massive rug pull, if you ask me.
We also have Anthropic and OpenAI filing for IPOs.
This is exciting.
Oh, so you're in on this?
I'm in on this.
Okay.
Companies that have actually got revenue, they're looking to file, I think, later this year.
Yeah, so they disclosed that they have filed.
Yeah, so they have filed, but they can choose to list a bit later on.
Yeah, so I think like if you look at the valuation of SpaceX and then Anthropic, I think I read somewhere that like if you join Anthropic in 2024, right? 2024, so 2 years ago, and you're like and you get 100K stock options, which is not that much considering these guys on like $1 million packages. Your stock options when they IPO would be worth $5 million. So you join as employee 1,200.
Pretty late on in the piece.
Do you know what I mean? Your employee 1,200 and you're worth $5 million just like that.
Yeah.
And
insane.
I wish, gosh, can someone start a generational AI company or something in Australia, please? Please.
You're in the wrong place for that.
Mate, we've missed out on generational wealth. We missed out on it with Google. We missed out on it with Facebook.
Nvidia.
Snapchat. No, we were never going to work in Nvidia, let's be real. But, they need marketing at all these tech companies. They probably need some finance stuff. They need PMs. And here I am.
Go on. Talk about it.
Not making generational wealth. But by the way, if you are a salesperson in Australia, they are opening up jobs at OpenAI. They have a Sydney office and they're looking for sales jobs, customer success jobs. So if you do want to make generational wealth,
equity at OpenAI.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
As a customer success. And
is this B2B, B2C?
B2B, of course. Yeah, of course you're getting equity. That's 100%
pulling in
part of
big
package.
contracts, bro. You'll get A good package.
Yeah, all right.
So-
Well, then
Comms on top.
Unfortunately, none of us can do it. But if you've been working in sales for like 10
sales,
years
yeah.
or something like
Maybe
that.
it's time to pick up the sales.
Yeah, pick up the
sales
fucking-
mantle again, bro.
Mate,
Personally.
I actually looked at my bookshelf the other day. I have like 10 sales books.
Read 'em again.
Combo prospecting.
yeah, why don't you go back?
Never split the difference. Nah, sales is not for me, I think.
It can be any company. Did you hear about Allbirds? I think it is. It's like
yeah, the
Is that
freaking
the-
shoe
it's a footwear company.
Yeah.
That a footwear legacy footwear company, and then one day they decide, you know what? We're gonna do AI cloud infrastructure.
Right, the pivot
Yeah.
went crazy.
Yeah, but their stock went from $2 to $17 that day, bro.
Yeah, but that was like 6 months ago.
Doesn't matter, bro. Imagine that one day you're just like, we're AI now, and it skyrockets,
You put
bro.
AI in anything now, and you just pop.
But yeah, game's a game.
But it's obscene money, man. It's like who's actually funding this shit? Like
I don't really know.
SpaceX raised 75 billion. Google raised 80 billion the other day. Anthropic and OpenAI chuck another 100 bill each.
Mm.
Where's this money coming from?
You're the
He's not-
finance guy. You tell me
That's
where the
half
money.
$1 trillion AUD. Where's this money coming from?
All the people are getting laid off, mate. The savings they make there.
But are these blokes in VC firms? Do they just have a bullion of like $50 billion sitting around to just deploy? Or like where are they? Like you know what I mean? Like obviously
Well,
they.
no, but when they list, that's going to be bought by like fund managers, super funds, that sort of
Yeah, yeah,
retail. Idiots like me and you could go buy it, but like, where are we getting the money from? Like, I don't understand. This is insane money that's already being pumped around in the system.
So
It's a bubble.
you're calling a Michael Berry bubble?
Do you follow Michael Berry?
No, why would I follow Michael Berry?
He's become a bit of a meme now.
Why?
Like since the GFC, I reckon he's called 4 or 5 different bubbles, and he's been wrong every single time. I'm like, give it a rest, mate. You were right once. You made a lot of money. You became famous of it. Just fuck off.
Yeah, you got a nice little movie off it.
You got a
bro.
nice movie off it.
Go sit down in the back, enjoy, retire with your wife if you have
I'm pretty
one.
sure he called a tech bubble back in 2024. He's like, that's it. You're going to see a crash in 25. And here we are at all-time highs, still going. No end in sight.
But yeah, I don't know where the money's coming from. I personally, OpenAI, Anthropic, I'm very bullish on these companies. Like
Same.
fundamentally, I think that it's very hard not to.
SpaceX, no interest, bro. Bro's selling me stories about Mars colonies and fucking orbital AI data centers that you need to replace every 5 years. Yeah, all right, bro. Launch satellites every couple of years.
But is Starlink?
And Starlink's actually pretty
It's
good.
very good.
Starlink is the only valuable part of that company, if you ask me. And then obviously you got Elon Musk, who's a massive key person risk. God knows what he would. He's like Trump. He could tweet something out and tank the value of the company.
But can someone explain to me how this guy is running like 4 different companies, like really high functioning,
I'm
successful
sure
companies?
If you look at his title for SpaceX, it's founder, CEO, chief technology officer, and chief something else. He owns like 3 of the C-suite roles is just his.
Yeah, so how is that possible?
And he's also like Tesla.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know.
he must just be on like a crazy mix of drugs or something. Like,
I think that part was obvious.
Just need to see the bloke.
Also, he's got like 13 or 14 kids.
he's Nick Cannon, bro, of the tech
How many
industry.
does Nick Cannon have? 27 or something? Yeah, I swear I read that the other day.
Bro doesn't even remember the name of his kids.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
I don't think probably Elon probably doesn't either. Like he's got.
No, he does.
One's got the fucking symbols and stuff in their name.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his kid is XAI or something. He's got like those letters in there. Oh well. All right, Migs, you got anything?
I have a quick thing, a little fun fact that probably people know, but I read this week. Do you know the captures you do? Or like when you sign into something, you got to identify.
Mate, we're at recapture now. Don't worry.
Yeah, we have to identify the 3 traffic lights.
Yeah.
You know that trains AI? I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Did you know that?
All I know is I sometimes fail those. And I
Yeah,
feel like
well,
a
maybe
fucking
you
idiot.
shouldn't be training the AI, bro.
Yeah.
But like, apparently, if it's giving you 2 pictures or whatever, one of it, the AI already knows that that's a traffic light. But the second one is throwing you options so you can feed a better information of what is a traffic light. I didn't know that, bro.
I didn't know that.
Mate, I'll give
And
you
this is under like Google or
Who
something,
owns
bro. We're
Capture?
training them for like 10 years or something.
Google does. I'll give you a history of this, right?
Yeah, bro, give me the spiel. This blew my mind.
So the first one was capture, right? And that was back in the era when the letters were all like kind of weird and you just had to type in letters. There's no traffic lights, no pictures, right? The founder of Duolingo, he was the guy who
Isn't she a
started
singer?
that.
Yeah, one kiss, mate.
Louis Van On or whatever his name is. He founded capture.
Yeah, didn't he?
And so
Didn't he
those
manage United?
Sex masochism. No, sorry, go.
those words were like from old newspapers.
Yes, I did these from books and shit. So they could like
So they can transcribe them. So you're doing transcription for these companies.
Oh.
And then now there's reCAPTCHA, which is what Mig said. Now it's the pictures and stuff. So now they're training AI off that. But you know, like, you know, Cloudflare, it's like tick this to see if you're not a robot.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you tick it and then like you got to do the captcha.
Yeah.
Basically that if you want to avoid the reCAPTCHA after that, just wiggle your mouse around in a weird pattern and then click it.
Is it because you do it too quickly, it thinks you're a robot? Or?
too precise.
Too precisely. If you do a straight line, that's how.
I'm just that good.
No, that's what I mean. But if you're a bot,
Thinks you're a robot, bro.
Be a bit spaz.
So if you spaz out a little bit,
yeah.
and you click it, you won't get the captcha.
Right.
So that's just a hot tip for your young players.
Right, fair. But this is crazy, bro. What else were you doing behind the scenes?
Dude, you know what? I had the hardest reCAPTCHA of all time. Like the worst.
Yeah, because you're elite, bro.
No. Yeah, is there some ELO score? Like if you're good at the captures,
Probably.
they'll
They
give you
realize
harder
you're
ones.
good at identifying stuff. They'll give you the harder ones. Surely,
Probably.
right?
No.
Senny's getting the easy ones, apparently.
No, but I was trying to sign into my Hotmail account because I have an old
Hotmail.
Hotmail.
Nah, I'm on
account.
Hotmail still. Shout out.
Yeah, it's now Outlook.
Grow up, mate.
It's now Outlook. So I was trying to sign up. I forgot my password or something, and then it made me do some reCAPTCHA thing. But it wasn't images. It was like you know the GA exam in the selective school test.
the
Identify
shapes.
the patterns.
It's like give me the pattern and tell me the next one in the sequence, and they're not like easy ones. I'm getting them wrong. 30 minutes I spent trying to solve these problems, and I couldn't get in. So now I've lost access to my Hotmail because I can't solve the problem.
That's a nightmare, by the way. I lost access to one of my Outlooks a while ago. It took me like a month to get back in. Like emailing fucking Microsoft.
Because nothing ever works. Like you ask it to send a recovery email, it doesn't send.
Doesn't work, and it asks you all these questions, and I swear I was answering it correctly.
Yeah, what's
and
what's your dad's second name? And you didn't realize you trolled
no,
it or
it would
something.
ask you stuff like,
Yeah, that's
like give me 3 recent emails you received or sent or whatever. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
give me
fuck
your
it.
6 most recent passwords.
Bro,
Like,
what are you?
I don't know my
If I
current
knew
one.
if I knew one of them, I'd fucking guess it.
all in all, no good.
All right, we got some World Cup advice for you in case you don't know much about football and you need to kind of fit in with people at work or just in your general life. So
Bro, listen up.
the first part, we have just some football terms or things you may see during a game, and we'll contextualize these in a corporate setting just in case that's probably what you're more familiar with, and hopefully you understand. And then we also have, if you're looking for a team to support and you don't know who to support, well, we are here and we're going to tell you who to support based on where you live. We'll start with the corporate terms first. All right, you may be watching a game and you see that it goes to injury time. Well, I'm here to tell you injury time is essentially when your boss comes to ask you a quick question at 4:59 p.m. And now you're here for another 5 or 10 minutes answering this quick question. That's essentially what injury time is.
So you put it to me in corporate terms. Well, fantastic. All right, now I truly understand football.
Okay, I got a couple more like this. An own goal. You may see an own goal, like how the US just got one earlier today. An own goal is when you accidentally reply all to a firm-wide email.
Yeah, this.
Oh, you're
is a
hanging
big
your head
one.
in shame. It's a shocker.
Mate, head down. Don't look at anyone.
Everyone knows the mistake you've made.
Yep.
Oh, mate, that's beautiful.
Yeah, beautifully translated.
What about VAR? So you might see, there might be a goal or something contentious happens and the referee takes it to VAR, video assistant referee. Well, VAR is when you have a bit too much fun at the Christmas party and you get called into HR the next day and they have video of the night before. You may be in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, when HR gets you into a room and asks you about the sins of last night, my goodness.
It's no longer subject to the referee anymore.
Yeah.
Video assistant.
Check. They don't even have to have a video. They just need to have an account, and they will sting you for all you're worth.
What about yellow card? You might see, the ref pull out a yellow card and brandish it towards a player. That's essentially you getting put on a pip. You're on a warning now. You're on eggshells. You got to watch out.
Be in your best behavior for a certain period of time.
But then if you do fuck up again, second yellow, red,
See you later.
you're getting marched out the door. Leave your laptop here and fuck off.
You reckon a pip is
Pip would be a yellow
Pip is
card.
a yellow. Pip is yellow, but like it's kind of worse than a yellow.
I was going to say, it's like an orange
yeah,
card.
you're on the
really.
way to a red. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's like when you try and bicycle kick and kick someone in the head. That's an orange card.
That's an orange card. Orange card.
Yellow card is probably more of a what? Maybe just like a
It's like
slap on the wrist kind of.
It's like you've blundered you've sent out your marketing campaign and you've put in a typo. and your boss sits you down. And is
You've
like,
spent $1 million instead of 100,000.
Yeah, correct.
Do it one more time, you're out of here.
You're out of here.
Yeah, there is some sort of jeopardy here.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like you didn't get away scot-free.
No, you're sitting here like it's a pretty serious
It's not a
mistake.
foul. It's not a you forgot to reply end of day, you replied in the morning. That's a foul. That's no yellow.
Yeah.
But spend 10x.
Yeah. Sorry,
Be nice.
I didn't put a cap on the marketing budget and it blew to $1 million.
Yeah,
That's a yellow card.
that's a yellow card. Massive yellow card.
That's a massive yellow card. You do it one more time, see you later. If you're on a pip,
That's a second yellow waiting to
I was
happen.
going to say, that's
The ref has it out for you, time 5.
Speaking of yellow cards, you might see one get given for diving. So diving is when you start coughing in the office the day before you intend to chuck a sickie. It's a bit of trickery, a bit of foolery, a bit of embellishment,
bit of gamesmanship.
a bit of gamesmanship.
Yeah. You
The
gotta,
dark arts, if you will.
you gotta lay the foundations, win the penalty.
When you're doing it or your team is doing it, you love it. If the other team or someone else you know is doing it, you want to call them out for it.
See you later. Very good.
What about when the other team gets a penalty and your goalkeeper saves a penalty? So goalkeeper saving a penalty is like when the IT department stops a ransomware attack after you fall for a phishing email. You've done fucked up, you've given away a penalty, but bang, your IT department saves you.
Mate, they are the silent heroes of the
The last
corporate
line of
office.
defense.
They are. That is true.
What about a striker missing a tap in or an open goal?
Yeah, what's this?
That's the equivalent of failing a mandatory training even after you got given the answers.
You don't even need the answers for those. Mate, failing that is a disgrace. Absolutely. Tap-ins, you expect to score 100 out of 100 times.
You're expected to know you shouldn't be posting confidential information on Facebook.
Yeah. If you see a confidential document, do you A, print it out and post it on the walls? Do you B, shred it? Or do you C, notify someone? Just...
No, the favorite was like print it out and leave it at your local cafe. Like, what?
Yeah. Your coworker is annoying you. Do you A, give him a left, right, good night? B, talk to him politely? Or, C, break his legs?
It's like, you're a woman and one of your male co-worker just smiles and nods. Or B, your other male co-worker, wolf whistles and grabs your ass. Which one is sexual harassment?
Can't be missing those.
Yeah. You get those wrong, mate. You're in dire straits.
Got a couple more here. A clean sheet, you might hear that term often during this World Cup. So a clean sheet is when you finish a piece of work without a single review comment from the partner or MD, just sails through.
Man, class. No goals
Tiny bit of
conceded. Class.
What about when the game goes to extra time? So what's extra time? Extra time is when your meeting is about to end, but John from accounts asked a long-winded question. Now you're here for another 30 minutes.
Yeah. And it is a struggle because you've already gone through the meeting, which may be an hour. So the next
You got
30
through
minutes, you're fatigued, you're tired.
You're on your
you know
last
what I mean?
legs, man.
You've really got to dig deep at that time.
Cramping.
Parking the bus is another term. You might hear the Australians do that quite a bit. Parking the bus is when you claim to have internet issues when working from home and you have no intention of showing any initiative that day.
That's it. Just sit on the back. Just sit there and let the day happen around you. You know what I mean?
Maybe later on in the game, you might see the teams hold the ball in the corner in the 90th minute. That's the equivalent of going to the bathroom at 4:30 for 20 minutes and coming back and just picking up your bag and going home.
Yeah, you got to run down that clock.
Run down the clock.
Doom scrolling.
Yeah, any shape or form, mate. Couple of coffees at 4:45. Go for a little stroll. Whatever you need to do to hit that 5 p.m. deadline.
And the final one is losing on penalties. So losing on penalties is like making it all the way to the final round of interviews just to be hit with we've decided to go with another candidate. It's heartbreaking stuff. It's the worst way to go, if you ask me.
So close.
Just filter me out in the resumes, mate.
Yeah, so close, but so far. That actually is true because realistically, if you're at the final stage, you kind of feel like you have it.
Mate, you're emotionally invested.
You're in the company. You're visualizing, you're dreaming about what it's like to be there. And
You've already paid you've already spent your sign-on bonus.
yeah. New Rolex on the way.
Yeah.
But it gets taken away 100%. So
Pull the kids out of private school now.
very, very good. All right. Mine is more so like positions in football. So I'll be breaking down positions in football based on if you're in corporate. So the first one is a goalkeeper. Now, this in the corporate sense is your direct manager because look, to be honest, good goalkeepers, they're hard to come by. You get a good goalkeeper, to be honest, it transforms your working life. You know what I mean? You get a good manager, it transforms your working life. You have an extremely good sense of self. However, you get a bad goalkeeper, a bad manager, mate, game's gone. You're looking for a new club immediately. Do you know what I mean? You cannot be conceding goals at that stage.
Because you could be doing all the work you want, but if the bad goalkeeper's letting the goals in, your manager's doing a shocking job.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Nothing matters.
100%. You lose every game. All right. Next we have the left and right backs. Now, these are your colleagues who have kind of checked out. You know, they're there. They're just not really in there. Yeah, they'll do an occasional booming run down the wing, you know, to support the midfielders.
Burst of energy here and there.
Yeah, here and there, but you're not getting much out of them. They're just kind of chilling on the left and right fullback side, not doing much. You know, it is what it is.
We're going for a maximum at lunch, you know, just kicking back.
Yeah,
not doing too much.
You're not getting too much output out of them, right? Then you got your centre backs. So these, to be honest, these are your like stalwarts, been in the industry for 10 years. They're the ones holding your team and your company together, right? Without a good centre back partnership, mate, you can't. It's just a shocking way to play football.
They're lifers. They're on the MD track. Been there for years.
100%. And they know everything about the company. Do you know what I mean? Like
the knowledge, the experience, they've got it all.
If you lose one of your centre back too, you're in dire straits because suddenly you got to find someone else to train up. It's an absolute nightmare, right? Then you got your midfielders. Now this is potentially the worst position to play if you're in corporate Australia. This is your kind of, you know, maybe you've worked in corporate for 4 to 6 years, right? You are doing all of the grunt work. You are working box to box.
It's the engine room.
It's the engine room. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Yeah. It's you know, keeping the lights on. You are doing everything.
On the hamster wheel, just constantly.
And it's an absolute shocker.
Keeping the lights on.
You're keeping the lights on. Then you've got your strikers. Now, these are your new grads. You know, they got energy. They're young. They're dynamic players, you know. They don't have they don't have brains on them at this point, but they just need some guidance. So they're here to score the tap-ins, right? You want to develop them into good players, but, you know, they're fresh and they're young bucks.
Bit rash.
That's exactly right. Then you got your left and right wings.
Wow.
Now, where do these people fit in? You may ask.
Yeah, I am asking.
And these are kind of like your skip managers, right? So these people, you know, they're one level above you. They're all flash.
Yeah.
They're flashy players. And so, look, they got a lot of glory, but to be honest,
no substance.
No substance. Don't come back and defend. Just look for booming runs. Look for all the glory. Look for all the, you know, the skill moves. That's what you're looking for in your starting 11 if it was a corporate.
Play on. I've got a couple to round it off. So the first one I have this World Cup is the hydration break or the drinks break as they call it. So this World Cup, halfway through the half, they go for drinks apparently.
Wait, sorry, I did not know this.
Yeah.
Is this true?
So because it is so hot in America, halfway through the half.
And Qatar was what?
Yeah.
You know?
Mate, that Korea game, they were playing at 22 degrees. Why do they need a hydration
They're going
break?
for waters at halftime. Half-time of the half.
Quarter time.
Mate,
Quarter
they played
time.
20 minutes and they're going for a fucking drinks break. It's a joke.
Anyways, to me, this is recess. It doesn't exist in like the adult corporate world. But if you can't hack half a day of work, you're going out for morning tea, bro. Just hack it. Wait till lunch. Wait till halftime. Right. Next one, similar one. I had VAR, but for me, this is when you're presenting and then you go to the next slide, but your manager asks, "Oh, can we go back to that last slide?" And they nitpick something and say, "Mate, this is wrong.
Run it back.
Your data is wrong." And you're like, "There, mate. What do you mean?" But you've been called back on something. Now I have halftime. Halftime obviously is like halftime is like the normal lunch break, but at this World Cup, they have at the final they have a show, a halftime show.
Right.
To me, this is that lunch and learn that's mandatory, right? It's in your fucking lunch break. You have to sit there and watch this presentation about something you don't care about. And you'd rather just have lunch.
True.
You'd rather have the ads. You'd rather just hear someone talk about the game. Not bloody Shakira performing at halftime.
Halftime is just learn. There's no lunch provided.
Exactly. It's a scam. And the last two is, if you're not in the football world, there's two players you might hear about. So the first one I have Lamine Yamal. All right. He's that new grad that when you first meet him, he tells you about, "Oh yeah, dude, I did extension 2 maths when I was in year 9. He's this prodigy, right? He's getting all the work done and stuff. But if you look at him and you realize this guy just brain rots at home as well. He's just doom scrolling. He's a prodigy, but he's also a bit, you know.
He's not all there.
He's not all there, but he's a prodigy. And the second one I have is Kylian Mbappe. The France superstar captain. He was when you started the job, he's that co-worker you loved, bro. He was going out to drinks. He was one of the boys and all this. But recently he's been promoted to manager and he's a dictator all of a sudden.
So promoted to dictator.
He's power hungry, bro. He's micromanaging you. He's all this and that. He's turned on you. He's no longer one of the boys.
You hate to see that.
Exactly.
You hate to see it.
That's Kylian Mbappe for you.
Fantastic. So look, I feel like that gives you a very good roundup of the World Cup. Like you're not into football or anything like that. Just take these terms and drop them in, in your day-to-day corporate life and you'll be fine.
All right, thanks for that recap, bro. We're on to part 2 of the segment.
I thought we were done the segment.
Obviously, most people listening to this are Australian, maybe UK, maybe US. So you should be supporting those teams. But if you are looking for a second team, if you want to be maybe a bit niche, find a second team, we've got that for you based on where you live and the suburbs you're at. The first one I have is Castle Hill. If you live in Castle Hill or the Hill Shire, you should support Switzerland. The reasons why: heavily Christian country.
Really?
Yes. Predominantly Christian.
Switzerland?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Heavily Christian. Safe, reliable, and wealthy.
And wealthy, that is true.
Wealthier than you could possibly believe. All right, that's my first one. The second one is, if you live in Penrith, Western Sydney, you should support Uruguay. Rugged, hardworking, unassuming.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth.
Speak Spanish.
And also shit on by a lot of other countries. So Penrith for you. I also have, if you live in Newtown, you should support the Netherlands. Because hipster pick, a lot of bikes, and just like Amsterdam smells like the devil's lettuce. So you got that for you.
That's a good one.
The last one I have is if you live in Leichhardt, Five Dock. I'm sorry, I've got nothing for you. The Italians aren't in this World Cup, so maybe wait till the next one.
Do you reckon Australia would have made the semi-finals or something if in 2006?
If Fabio Grosso didn't blatantly dive.
Yeah. And Sen, what's diving again in corporate terms? It's when you...
Bit of subterfuge.
Yeah, that's it.
But I don't know who they would have played in the quarterfinal. I don't remember. Who did Italy play?
Like Brazil.
Yeah. So no. To answer your question, the answer is no.
I wish to break down on TikTok. Anyways, very good mix.
The dive?
No, of where
Their run.
They would have had a generational run in 2006.
Who they would have played in the next round?
Honestly, do you remember your last TikTok?
If I was going to bring it up on this podcast, I probably would have remembered.
Nah, mate. I just chuck out things and see if they land.
All right.
Say yours, I'll look that up.
All right. So I have look, if you live in Eastwood, right?
Yeah.
You're supporting Korea. You're actually obligated to support Korea. Regardless of which side on Rose Street you're on, whether you eat at Jean's Chili Chicken or Ginger and Shallots, whether your favorite game is Mahjong or Red Light Green Light, everyone in Eastwood is Korean during the World Cup.
Yeah, all those guys that I've heard say their favorite game is red light, green light. Yeah, support South Korea, fellas.
So if you live in Fairfield, I believe you should be supporting Iraq. Now,
Why is that, bro?
Everyone in Fairfield is an expert on Iraqi football, if I'm being honest, right? The rest of the planet has never even thought about this team once, but Fairfield has like 40,000 head coaches. So if you ask them, if you mention Iraq, you're getting a full breakdown of Ali Al-Hamadi's finishing abilities. If you live in Auburn, to be honest, you got to support Turkey. That's got to be your second team. Because when Turkey plays, Auburn really shuts down. Every Turkish kebab place during the Turkey games, you're not going to find them. The team isn't even that good. And it doesn't matter because the entire suburbs economy goes dark for 90 minutes when Turkey plays. They're going to go home in the group stage anyway. And if you want a kebab in June, mate, don't even bother about it. Come back in July. That's the play. And lastly, if you live in Harris Park, right? Unfortunately, you've got to be supporting Iran. Now, you may ask why that is. That's because Iran qualified and they're probably the closest country to India, to be honest. There is a man playing for Iran right now, has no idea that his single loudest fan base on earth is a street near Parramatta. These blokes found out, he existed a fortnight ago and still can't say his name. But if you are in Harris Park, Iran is your team, my dear friends.
All right. All right.
Sorry, before you jump in, Senny. So Italy versus Australia, obviously, round of 16. Then Italy versus Ukraine in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, goal.
We're pumping Ukraine.
Smacking
I'm sorry.
Ukraine.
Was it Ukraine?
Shevchenko and who else,
yeah,
bro?
okay.
But then they face Germany, so we're going out of the semifinals.
We're going in the semi-finals.
That's a good run, but that's
good
an
run.
insane run.
Generational, some might say.
Fair enough. All right, I got a quick couple ones. All right, I have the eastern suburbs as a whole. So if you live in the eastern suburbs, you should be supporting England because there's a good chance you're out of touch with reality, you're delusional, and you're probably from England. Except for if you're from Bondi or Coogee, in which case, Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah, right.
The jazz of the world, bro. They live in Brazil. They live in Bondi, man.
Yoga Bonito.
Yeah, barefoot on the sand, keeping the ball up type vibe.
Other than if you're from the northern beaches, you should be supporting Australia because you're loud, you're overconfident, and a healthy amount of racist.
Not too much.
Not too much.
It's a good balance.
Not Pauline Hanson's One Nation.
No.
But the Liberal Party.
Yeah.
Good amount of racist. And then finally, I have, if you're from Borkham Hills, you should support Japan.
Right.
It's quiet, respectful, and organized, much like the Japanese.
Yeah, you see, was it last World Cup where they were cleaning up the stadiums?
I thought it was the 2018 World Cup.
2018, yeah. Beautiful scenes.
I thought it was the game we watched in Tokyo.
Who was it?
Oh, yeah, it was you, mate.
No. I was talking about who was playing. What did I do?
You spilled
bare popcorn, bro, and had to clean up your mess.
Yeah, thank you for that. And to the lovely Japanese people in that stadium who did also.
Shout out. You want to wrap this up, bro? For a second time?
No, wrap up. We'll see you in the outro.
Alrighty, that brings us to the end of this week's episode. Ro, if people want to contribute to your GoFundMe, where should they go?
Look, just DM me on Instagram if you have, anything helps. $1, $2, $5, $2,500. It all goes a long way. So
Every cent counts.
Every cent counts.
Second question, Ro, who's winning the World Cup?
Who is winning?
We're a couple days in. Obviously, you have done your research and extensive knowledge of football.
Yeah, look, in my head.
I wouldn't go South Africa if that's what you're thinking.
No. I'm thinking.
And shit, Ole.
Well, do you know what I do like? I like South Korea. The way that they played against the Czech.
Do you?
Yeah, they're going to have a generational run, I think. But my pick is Brazil. My pick
Why
is
is
Brazil.
that?
Because, look, Neymar, I saw his reaction when he got selected. The guy's got a chip on his shoulder. When he comes on, I don't think he's starting, but when he comes on.
It's going to be a bit hard when he misses the whole group stages.
It's going to be hard with that calf injury he's got at the moment, Ro. But
that's right. But in my head, he's probably recovering for the semi-finals and quarterfinals.
So Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil or France are my picks.
Play on.
What happened to South Korea? Play a 4-5-8 or whatever.
Look, I saw this thing. If you bet on everyone.
What number is it?
I don't know, bro. What the fuck?
If you bet on everyone on Polymarket or Kalshi or something, if you bet on every team to World Cup, you're guaranteed to make money. So there's just that.
So I got one more question for you, Ro. Who's winning the NBA? Might be done by the time this comes out.
Be done,
but you could be a magician.
Knicks in 5.
Knicks in 5. Your main Muslim.
My mate's Muslim.
Your bagel's Jewish.
My bagel's Jewish, and the Pope is on our side.
Yeah, play on. Sorry, Sam.
No, it's a good way to end it. We'll see you next week.